need to be perfect. He's gonna look for it. He's gonna look for it. He takes him down. K-Sun is down at 60 points.
Number 1 is down. I repeat, number 1 is down.
Is it enough? Is he getting a shot of the air? 114 shields are broken. Everybody knows. Taz go through and rifle is down. Number 2 is out of the game.
Advantage of their opponent. Notice how Hen was crouched beside the side of the wall. In cartoon, we talk.
One of the days, and he's got that sniper rifle in his inventory, and he's looking. He's peppered up. He's looking for an elimination. I think he's going to be able to catch this play off guard. Snipe's going to come through. He's going to wait, and he does. Ardent's going to go down. Elimination comes over for him.
And punishes him.
And it was such a close call. That Siphon was just the difference maker once that elimination came through. You see, now on another engagement, it's between Wolfies and Maestro. Maestro running off this side on the front foot. The pedal is down. Maestro wants to just continue to push down. Shots go through. He's going to break through the wall. And Wolfies is going to go down.
Fighting with charged shotguns, it's really difficult if you're not able to get that finishing blow right away, like No Luck Nebby does there, finding Kira to close out the fight, because you can have.
Oh, Nebby, what? Don't even forget my point there. Nebby showing the power of the hunting rifle, showing up.
Well, we see Letwick there in your screen as well, and Froggy looks to have taken high ground with that. The shots go through. He's going to get that player down to low HP. It's Cammy going down. What a huge pickup there by Froggy, but he's not done yet. There's another player on the other side. So he does disengage, so he does have mats to build around with and to just drop down layers if he wants to. It seems like he's content on focusing around high ground.
Yeah, and Benji and Hen also picking up a pair of elims there in the feed as we close in on the next placement threshold. It'll be top 30, and then every 5 players going down. Storm Surge will also turn off his top 30, and we're closing in on it. There it is. Scouts picking up a pair to make sure he gets there. That's ADN and Diablo, who we saw yesterday going down. Thomas also goes down, and then Become Legends Rifle picks up Benji Fishy. Deceptos ends up getting Skite as well going down there. Lechy picking up Styler, but we're still on board here with Quartz Froggy, and we saw how much work he can do on the mid-ground tarp here, and he's continuing to run through with that charged shotgun, picks up Scouts as well, and we're in through another placement threshold. So this is what happens as we start getting in the moving circles. All the action for us, so keep an eye. Flois all the way up on the high ground. Kiko has priority on the low ground, and then everyone else is the tarp in between, but Hen and Reason are still up on the mid-tarp.
I think Flois was able to pick up that shockwave launcher from what it looked like. He may have used a crash pad to take it, but Mongrel, I believe, going to fall there on the backside. Rezon still in this game, getting eliminations. Hid, thing on 4. Crash pad will come out here for Hid. He does have a lot of materials left. Carrot picking up 3 eliminations there on the backside. As shots come through onto Hid, he is going to be able to block it off. And the capitalization there onto Snazy will be good as he realized already losing HP. Kensel going to take down a player there as well. Anas going to fall. Lois does have what it seems like a crash pad to maintain high ground, but Bad Sniper coming up. Decepto's coming up as well. Everybody is coming up for high ground. Rezon just trying to make it through.
And everyone pushing for the high ground right now, but not necessarily paying attention to what's going down the low ground where people are cleaning up on eliminations. You have Flois in your top right, Froggy in your bottom right, everyone else on the wide. You can see Flois is up on that ultimate high ground. Deceptos in hand down on that low ground with Rezon just above them. Froggy waiting for his opportunity, but keep an eye on the number of builds because we're getting down to the final one. Flois going to pick up an elimination there, and he's doing a really good job at just maintaining that high ground control as we're closing in on our top 5. One more player will go down, and then it's all about getting to the top 3. Boom, we have it. Letwick, Bad Sniper, Froggy, Hen, and Flois, top 5 in game number 1.
And Flois looking to close it out 4 eliminations, but Froggy down below, you cannot count him out yet. He is right there. If he takes down Flois from below, that'll be so huge for him because he will get that shockwave launcher, get that mat refresh. Letwick's very, very low. More than likely going to be edited down. The shots come through, but no, Flois going to be one to take him down. Froggy gets down Hid. In the meantime, 1v1, Froggy versus Flois. The shockwave launcher up above. Froggy trying to dodge him. Flois sending him down. He's trying to, but he's running out of mats. 15 builds remaining, and Froggy does not look like he's stopping anytime soon. Going out in the zone, taking some damage. Going to shockwave himself down. Little Mitro classic. The shotgun does come through. The shockwave is going to send him flying. Shots come through. Flois is going to get the beam, and he takes down Froggy for the victory royale. Really turn online. Benji, somebody who definitely needs to turn online, but Savage is going to go down to Noah Riley in the feed. So the contestant happened, and Savage unfortunately falling. Looks like Benji is trying to take down Kiriachi in the time being.
Yeah, Benji trying to set up one of those ambushes here on the side. You can see him trying to pick up Kiriachi as he's going right for those slurp jugs. He is going to find the initial burst shots there, opting not to use that sniper rifle and instead closing the gap on him as fast as possible. We'll see if he's able to get it. White tags coming through, using the tac shotgun and the high rate of fire to push through the box. And
with what he can do with it, that mythic burst AR is so good here from him. It looks like he's not going to need it now, as he's going to get some tags going into this slide. That player going to have to back out. Mongraal, though, not going to let him do it. He's got to be careful. He is running out of AR ammo, but he says, you know what? Who needs an AR? I got a shotgun and a crash pad. I'm going into the box. He is going to miss the jump a little bit, almost deploying a crash pad there, but the continued pressure that he's keeping up is trying to keep this player from going any higher, and it's Smudge just trying to get away. He's got a little sliver of HP, but Mongraal going to get in the box and do that Mongraal classic and get the elimination. It can be the AI, and this is really good for Wolfies. He's allowing the Marauders to go after this player and go after him for him and get the initial damage. But if he goes in, he's got to be careful. He can't look to go in right away with all these Marauders around. If he doesn't do any damage to him, they're going to be very hard to build through and walk through. As you see, the builds are going to get broken. This is bad for Wolfies. He needs to get rid of the Marauders. The shots are coming in, down to 11 HP. He's only got 2 builds remaining. Launchpad placed. He can't build anymore. Got a player right there in front of him. Sniper shot going to come out, and it does. But he goes down to a Marauder. Inside of that, Jason, however, is looking to get aggressive, and I believe that's on, I think this is Benji. I'm 97% sure Benji is right nearby. If Benji makes the wrong edit, he goes into a box that's not his. Jason is going to go aggressive. You see the big shield is going to be popped. Edit's going to come through. No crash pad in. Shots coming through. And Benji's going to go down. Jason going to take him down.
You called that he was looking for it, waiting for Benji. He heard a rotation late, and he picked up a key elimination onto Wyzip there as we have our top 35.
And it's such a key elimination because he gets Jules' glider gun, and now he's got free rotation everywhere. He could win this game based off that elimination. It was such an impact elimination, but he's being a little bit too greedy on that zone. He did get tagged up, but he's still good. Rotation coming in. We do see Safek going down, and rotation Xweeze went down as well. So a lot of the big names are out of this game, but Hand looking to keep his stream alive and take down one player who landed right on top of him. That was a very heads-up elimination onto Pablo, but he's not that healthy. He has those minis in his inventory, about 126 effective HP. He needs to find another one.
He needs to find the outside. He can't be in this cluster. It's really weird to take the grapple gun and then immediately go into the middle because you don't really have the ability to utilize it, and that's what we're looking for, getting towards the outside of the zone so he has more options there. Anas, teammate up on the high ground there, but this is the solos competition, just playing for the same org. You have Gamers Origin, Deceptos there on the middle as we tick over top 25. Another point going through. Anas running through the high ground. Reason still in the match, and you can see Deceptos picks up Ardit there as top 20 ticks over. Another point going through, and right as I say his name, Reason ends up going down. This is looking like a Become Legends top 15 right now, as they have 3 or 4 players still up, but Deceptos trying to find the space, finding a good job, tarping his way through and making sure that he owns all of the builds on this level as we close in on top 15. Bad sniper missing out on a key placement point, and Deceptos looking to try and find a pick on this crash pad player, doing a good job to deny the rotation, finds a tag but not able to necessarily convert it. So many shots, but no elimination coming through, and he has to find that. That's such a key pickup. Inside the top 15 we go. Can he chase down this player? And he finally gets it. That snipe going down, but Hen is still up, picking up Orion as we get into our top 10.
Deceptos is going to have to make a play as it's going up a little bit of an incline. You see it. The old builds are there as well. Hen is going to fall. Slick going to fall in tandem. Top 10 placement points being missed out by both of them. And that's a huge boost as well. Deceptos able to hold on. There's a player on the other side. Shots are coming through. He's getting the tags, and he does. Frenzy Fishy is going to go down. Deceptos needs to get out of zone, though. He is sitting and ticking. He doesn't have any floppers. He's looking to get in, and he does, but a shot comes through. Floki going to be the one to take him down, and now 2 eliminations here for Floki. The player right on top of him. He's got to be careful. Shots go through. Back in the zone goes Floki. Ticking down very low. Now inside his zone. He's good to go, but this is looking really rough. He doesn't have floppers. Mr. X is going to go down. Stacy going to be the one to do it. He's still trying to be popped there. And look at Anas just tyro whopping all the way up top. He's just walking over old builds. I don't know how many builds he's got left, but he may be able to win this just solely based on the fact that it's going over old builds.
And the old build's giving him priority. That moving zone, we talked about it. It just randomly pulls a distance back away, which means you can continue your rotation. And on top of having the old builds, his saving grace has the mythic loadout as well. So this is so big for him as we move into the top 5. 4 players left, but Anas has complete control over this lobby. You can see Tayson as well in the middle. Scramguard and Snazy are going to round out your top 4. Who will finish it off? Will Anas continue the run of the caddy corner loot, proving it out, or can somebody from the low ground shut him down as Tayson picks up Scramguard? So each elimination, each placement here, an additional point as Tayson ends Snazy right there. But the shockwave launcher comes out right away and knocks him over to the zone. And Anas does get tagged, but he's able to pop the flop in the zone and then gets the follow-up tag. And it closes. It's going to go to a 5-tick zone. So Bad Sniper is going to have a lot of the pressure here in terms of having the chug splashes and having the floppers compared to Letchi. Don't know his loadout, but doubt he has as much heals as that and going to be punished there. Yep.
There's any wide heals as well. It'll be so good as Andy is staying more healthy than Anas. The zone, once it closes, like you said, 5-tick, and now it goes down. Shots are going through between each other, and Andy's got that flopper. He's going to be able just to outlive Anas here unless Anas makes a play, but no, Anas goes down early. It's got to be Mr. Savage taking him down, but as you see, that is coming through. Nice and pick up there by Savage, but someone trying to capitalize on him. Shots coming through. He's going to pick up a double. Heat's going to go down. Queasy going to go down. The pressure's not done yet. The crash pad's coming in, and the crash pad master, Mr. Savage, going to be able to pick some up there. They're going to fall for it.
Well, he's waiting. He does have priority on the zone. There's a player right next to his box. I wasn't sure if that player was on the cone. He finds the 83 tag and then follows up right away. ADN going down in 41st. Misses the placement point, so a huge pick going right there. Mr. Savage still in the lobby as well. We're into the moving circles. That's the late game. You're going to start seeing players burning utility, using all their builds, just trying to get to that next safe zone and avoid fire from their opponents. But you also have to watch out for those sharks and those aggressive players, the playmakers, and the ones who are going to be the ones driving the action as we're on board here with Dual Media Snipe currently below the threshold for the Storm Surge, but that should turn off shortly here. Only 7 players need to fall. Dual Media Snipe will add into it right now, pushing himself above by taking out Griff and potentially finding a nice little upgrade there in terms of his. Yep, he will get the legendary shotgun in there as well. And we're closing in on top 30 as Seventor picks up Nate.
And with Snipe's inventory, he has 7 crash pads. This is what you want in this meta. You want to have as many crash pads as you can. As Bad Sniper is going to be caught trying to take a shield. Mongo's in this game. xWeeze is in this game. Letwick is in this game as well. We have yet to see Savage go down. Flow is in this game here. Rifla as well. 2 eliminations. 79 builds. We'll see if he's going to be able to get any more.
Deceptos is also still up. We saw him there on the wide. That was the player who was in 3rd. He should be able to push up as the every 5 players will be a placement point. Reason gets ticked over by Frenzy Fishy. Orange takes out Cartoon. Seventor gets Sebi, closing in on top 20. That's another point going over as now Rifla looking to add his name to that list of the Become Legends players pushing their way up the leaderboard. But Deceptos picks up Wanloss and Savage picks up Z Andy. So still a who's who of top players left, but that's everyone in the lobby as Thomas HC gets another one. Mongrel picks up an Elam and Rifla ends Mr. X's run. Skype also getting orange. 2 more players will need to drop before we close in on that top 10 as Seventor also gets Mongo. But the question is, who's on the high ground and is there caddy loot? And right as I say that, Thomas HD with that mythic shockwave launcher. Can we make it? 3 out of 3. Rifla though, bottom right hand corner of your screen. Dual Media Snipe, top right hand. 5 Elams for Snipe, 3 for Rifla. Thomas on the high ground and the wide on your left.
And Thomas using it so well, but Rifla is doing just as well as he's being aggressive there on to players of Leave. That's going to be a squeeze in the box as he is going to get the elimination there. Thomas may have the high ground right now, but Rifla is putting on a show. Snipe as well, 5 eliminations. Ludwig going to get taken down there by Fadil. I'm going to take down another one as they're going up the mountain. He's reloading that shotgun because he's going to need it as crash pad's going through. 6 eliminations there for him, 4 for Rifla in the bottom right. Thomas still on the high ground. We're going up a mountain. Keen needs to get up. So does Skype, very low HP. Skype's out of builds as well. He's more likely going to tick over to the zone as well as Keen. Rifla, very, very healthy. Crash pad up for high ground. Thomas HD going to take it for now. Dual Media Snipe, though, being aggressive. He's going for it. He does not secure it. Thomas HD in zone, not as healthy as Dual Media Snipe now. Rifla with the RPG, trying to throw it down. Shots coming up through. Chaos. Pain going to go down. Skype going to be the one to do it, so he stayed on through the mountain. The HP wasn't enough, but Snipe with 6 eliminations, player right on the edge of his box. He's going to take down Skype, and now Snipe versus Thomas. versus Rifla. There's RPG's gonna go through. You may have Kid Shockwave Launcher, but I've got a shotgun for you, says Rifla, as he takes him down. 5 eliminations. Rifla versus dual media snipe on the low ground. RPG, Kid Shockwave Launcher as well. He's got too many things to reload. Will it be enough? Will he be able to do it? Dual media snipe in a bad spot, though. Does he have floppers? Does he have anything to make it work? Does he have any builds? Shots go through. Does that build dropping down? Shockwave's not going to be a factor here. RPG going to be used. Rifla concerned on only using that. And I think this may be the key to picking up the victory royale. A lot of builds remaining here for him. This is the game. Snipe is running out. RPG going down. That should be the shot, and it is. He gets the tag, drops down, comes through, and shotgun for the victory royale.
And brilliant decision for
I think
Rifle.
one of the players has to be below Storm Surge because they're in the zone and still pressing really aggressively.
And a nice heads-up tag there by Deceptos to get another tag for that Storm Surge. He's hopping the box. He's done with it. He says, you know what? I don't want to wait anymore. I want that tag. And with that elimination,
signal a ton of early crash pads, early launch pads, and then players who don't have that utility either looking to recycle it from opponents or just branch out right away. And here it goes. The crash pads and the launch pads are out.
Rifle choosing to just launch instead of recycle because he doesn't want to rely on that volatility that is the Fortnite lobby. You see, looking around and scouting everything that he can. He wants as much information as he can. SMG is out. We haven't seen any SMG plays here in competitive Fortnite because not a lot of players are prioritizing it. As an RPG is going to come through. Rifle going to take a lot of damage, and I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this one. 29 HP. He does have mini shields in his inventory, and you see he did get out, and he is going on the aggression. He has to go forward, and he needs to realize that he's got to be careful. But he also needs this. He desperately needs to get elimination, challenging high ground there, and now dropping down.
And MCS X Squeezy has just picked up a huge elimination. Deceptos going down. Anas also going down. X Squeezy got picked up right before that, but the two top players are now out. This is Rifla's opportunity to stamp it. Hen is out as well. That's another player who is top 6 going into it. All of the legends are dropping, and Rifla is saying, it's my opportunity to shine. He won match number 3. Can he turn it around? He picks up Slicks as well, saying, I'm the best of us right now. I will prove it. 39 points. Top 25 going through another placement threshold, but can he execute from the low ground, now hopping up into the mid ground as we get a look at the wide and everyone else rotating through, but back on board with Rifle. Already 4 eliminations and pushing for that next placement threshold at top 20 as Janice picks up Thomas. Shrimzy also going down, another point ticking over, and that's around 40 for Rifle.
This is really good to see, but he's got to keep going. He can't get stuck in the zone like this. That's exactly what's happening. He's being held out. Shots come through. Not able to connect on him, and he's going to tick over to zone. 41 points is what he's finished on for this game. So anybody over 41 or close is going to look to challenge. Janus on the high ground. Ludwig in the mid ground. Tayson there as well. Smudge and Snazy. Vadil, PCH, and Scrib there. That's your top, 11, 10 players there. As Janus is looking just to spray everybody. PCH rotating through that second high position, looking to get anything going there as Interact is hiding behind Ludwig there. We get a lot of wides coming through as Janice is trying to pressure down there. I believe with that pistol there, or maybe an AR, doesn't really have much to work with. It seems like because his HP has not increased. Is Tayson going to get tagged on up? Smudge and PCH added. Scrib trying to make their rotation through. Slender on the low ground as well as Snazy. PCH is unfortunately going to fall. Interact going to be there as well. Vadil right now on your screen. 3 eliminations looking to make it more. 9 total players remaining. Got Crashman, he's got floppers. Scrib is going to fall there. Vadil trying to rotate with the last little bits of mats that he's got, and he's got enough hard mats to make one more box, and then he's going to have to make a play. As everybody making plays down below, he's just trying to hold out. He doesn't want to drop down right away. Stacey going down. Nice shot there on the Tayson. It's a mythic loot there, but he's not going to be able to pick it on up. Everybody falling. Fudge going down as well. Floppers being popped here. Does he have enough HP to pop and make it in his zone? The Floppers are going to help him. Letwick going to go down. He was up there near the points as well. Janice maybe able to take this. The FNCS solo invitational winner doing very well, but looking for deal. Just floppering in zone, trying to mini up, trying to get prepared. As Slender is going to go into zone. The shockwave launcher is here. Janice going to lose high ground there to Vadil. Does he have enough HP to keep it? Does he have enough mats to keep it as well? Vadil dropping down, shockwave being used. Everyone being flown. Janice is still there. Shots coming through. Vadil going to miss, and unfortunately, Slender going to take him down. Now in a 1v1 scenario, Janice launches himself into zone. Oh no, this is not what he wanted. He didn't want that, but shots go through. He hits a lot of damage, and now the HP is back in his favor. Slender has to make a play. Shockwaves being used, and I don't know if there's enough shockwaves left in the game to give Janus the win, but he's got the HP. He's got the shotgun shot. He's got the pressure, but can he find it? Can he find the angle that he needs? He's going to have to drop down sooner or later. The zone. We've got one more, but Slender notices that and gets the jump up dub. This is kind of what we expect from him at this point, just going aggressive and going into boxes where he definitely doesn't have the advantage, but his aim is going to be the advantage there for him. He does hit the floor there, but not able to keep tracking Bad Sniper there. The third party comes in, but he's not phased. Shot comes through, and he does end up hitting it. The crash pad going to be used. That player going to get in the box. They're going aggressive. Bad Sniper, though, is actually going to pick it up, but what a turnaround.
Nation setting up these ambushes and finding spots to take advantage of their opponent. Notice how Hen was crouched beside the side of the wall. In Cartoon, we talk about taking advantage of rotations and only those 2 minis to get himself back up, and Scram is not letting him heal up at all, not relenting, trying to pressure down and give everyone else a chance to catch up.
Rifla's got to make a play here. Scram is 200 HP as Rifla can crash pad it in. The box goes through. He's not going to be able to crash pad out, and number 1 is out of the game. That's really good for Deceptos, who currently in second place right now.
We've seen at least 4, if not 5. That's a 19-point game. Any player who walks away with a victory here could rocket themselves up the leaderboard, and Tayson's trying to do it, and he does it to Janus himself over.
There's not much to work with here. He's already farmed it all out.
Yeah, and he's going to now start breaking those builds. You saw they were already damaged, just trying to get as much wood without actually converting over, but he is quite literally right on the white line of the zone with so many sharks in the water right around him. You saw Mongraal saying, nope, I'm getting out of there, and if Mongraal's rotating away from the situation, you probably don't want to get stuck in it either. But Noah Riley, if anybody has the loadout to make it work, it's him with the mythic weaponry, particularly in close quarters. You have so many options available to you, and that mythic shard shotgun hits so hard, and it's Lexi who he hits so hard. 12. You eat those peppers, you get a huge move speed boost, and it lasts for a minute. So when you get in these late game circles, it gives you a lot more options and a little bit more versatility when you're in these fights. And right now Savage doesn't have one activated, but using that crash test dummy, hoping to avoid an explosion right here and potentially be the one to cause a little bit of demolition derby. Gonna drop in the box, finds the first shot, finds the second, can't quite convert. Right now 5 HP, and he gets taken down. Decide to cut off any angles on players who might punish him, and a great hip fire shot onto Smudge, then converting afterward, then right away popping the crash pads and trying to head over towards that player to potentially scoop up whatever he can get as we close in on top 40. That's placement points going over in the next rotation, moving out.
And what a stark contrast where we saw him on the low ground, had high ground all of a sudden, and now fragging out is getting elimination after elimination on 3 now, looking to pick up number for that player. No shields remaining, no builds remaining as well. That's going to be Young Bob going down. Tayson now looking for elimination number 5, not going to be able to get it. He's got a good amount of mats as well. 2 crash pads remaining in the inventory, so he can make it into zone number 7 and 8 as it pulls away from him. He's going to look for any eliminations that he can, but he decides, you know what, I'm going to get ahead of zones, then look back, because that is the best way to find these eliminations, as players are not paying attention to the head of zone.
And you can see top 25 taking over. Hen does go down there as well. There's a player who's contending towards the top, but Tayson, the winner of Heat 2, trying to push forward and cement his spot. He has now tied Rifla, who is the leader coming into this. This is his opportunity to take over the front spot. And notice what he's doing so well is he's tarping out and he's using the full builds and he's staying towards the front part of the zone. And then he doubles back right here looking for picks. This is something when you have execution, you have space, no one else is on your level, you turn eliminations in by doing this, because he knows he's safe and he can continue moving on a horizontal level while also harassing his opponents. Top 20 ticks over now. Tayson going to continue contributing there. 43 points for the E11 player.
And he goes into zone to crash right because he wanted to be safe doing it, did not want to risk it. He's got the flopper. So that damage he took is effectively null. He's back up to 200 effective HP, but 18 players remaining. He's going to have to make a play, and he's already looking for high ground. He's second high right now, but the drop down going to ensue. Xaryulol's going to fall there to Milan. The shot's going through. Tayson getting challenged, but he's going to get an elimination there. Again, now on 6th elimination. Bayon going to go down. Flopper Michael going to fall as well.
And you can see Mongraal up on the high ground, Snazy on the low ground, everyone else in between. Scram still up in this lobby. Nate, Milan, Cartoon up as well. Frenzy Fishy dipping back into the storm. That's the flopper play. Going for a late high ground take right now, and he's trying to push forward. Frenzy Fishy up on the high ground, but now dropping back in. This is the box-to-box fight. He's able to pick it up. That is a huge elimination. Reason right over the side, but it's all Tayson all the time. 9 eliminations, pushing forward for top 5, and he's saying right now, I can cement this #1 spot. I can take away the game. I can make you chase me in game number 6 as he closes in for top 3, and he's still hunting. He has that mythic charge shotgun. He says, I'm not just a shockwave player. 11 eliminations. 2 of the players go down, and it's Reason, arguably the strongest solo player, wire to wire, against what is the strongest solo player on the day right now in E11's Tayson. Tayson up on the high ground, Reason on the low ground, and that little bit of Old Man Mountain, he doesn't have to be too large, but it's going to burn Reason through the last of his resources. He's standing out there spraying, no builds left, and Tayson converts, and he does so in a monstrous way. 12 eliminations, add the 14 points for the victory royale. Right on the other side of the door, this is a Nos looking to manufacture an elimination, and Bitfox might be the one on the other side of it.
He is setting the trap, and the cheese, you gotta wonder how tasty it'll be here for Bitfox as he's falling for it. He's walking right into Nos, is gonna get the shot. The trap has been sprung. Bitfox down to 23 HP, and Nos really needs this elimination if he wants to contest it. Bitfox trying to stay out and run away, but Nos gonna pick that one up.
And they're competing against her after a grueling qualifying and heat process is now on board with Wolfies, the second place in the Duo World Cup, but having a tough run of it today on the opposite side of AR Bafo, who we've seen a number of times more than capable of taking these fights. So it should be a good little battle right here, but Wolfies continuing trying to play the aggressive. We talk about his rough day, only 8 points after 5 games, and doesn't want to be sent out here, wants to have at least some form of a stamp on this game, even if it is just as a spoiler. But with 5 HP, the young lord from the UK will bow out of the competition.
Tayson does not get out of the situation. Kylix should get the snipe onto him, and the pressure is coming through. But will Kylix hit it? Will he hit the shot that will end Tayson's run? His shots are coming through. 129 effective HP in a very bad spot. Everybody knows he just got tagged up as well. Will he be WQ'd by Kylix here? The pressure come through, and Kylix is going in. The crash pad's going to be used, but Kylix is very low HP, 66 HP there. Tayson may be too aggressive here. He's got the hunting rifle. He could go for a little snipe there. If he does, it would need to be perfect. He's going to look for it. He's going to look for it. He takes him down. Tayson is down at 60 points.
Tayson smelt blood in the water with Kylix pinned against the outside of the zone, but Kylix says, let's open up the floodgates. Let's give the opportunity for somebody to have that heroic moment. #1 is down. I repeat, #1 is down. E11's Tayson has been taken out at 60 points.
If he doesn't, he's going to get capitalized, but this Bafo's moving. Bafo's moving behind. Shots come through, down to 131 HP. Rifle needs to get out of this one. Sniper is out. Bafo is rotating there as well. He realizes that crash pad going to be used, or chug splash rather. He doesn't have any crash pads in his inventory. He's got to be careful he doesn't overpeak this. If a shot comes through that tags the shield, he's got nothing left there. 170 is going to find a launch pad. Is it enough? Is he getting a shot of the air? 114 shields are broken. Everybody knows. Tags go through and rifle is down. #2 is out of the game.
Tayson has the highest eliminations out of anybody in this tournament right now, so he owns that tiebreaker solidly. Now we're going to hop on board here with Deceptos, who's currently below Storm Surge, and we're actually going to need 14 players to drop, so that could end up coming into play with how fast this zone closes. If everybody prioritizes rotation, and with nobody wanting to drop, you could see that happen. But right now, Deceptos trying to find a pick. This is the final game of the EU FNCS, the final circles. 3 left. #1 player is down, and who can catch him? 61 points is what it will take to lift that axe and be the one who walks away with $80,000 in the end. And it's all about if you can catch Tayson.
And Deceptos 10 looking to do it. 42, 43 points each. They're very, very close. And now going up. He doesn't have a lot of HP. He's going to need to find something. Crash pads being used, trying to build to keep a little bit of a mid-ground chart, but not going to be able to do it. Benji making a run to just try to separate his game and try to get as many placement points and move himself up the leaderboard as he can, because he's out of contention for the Action Champions. AR Bafo there as well. Mongraal in this game. Scram going down. Hen trying to make something happen. Janus gonna go down. Bongo gonna fall, as well as Orange. Hen picks up another elimination. This could be his run as well, but it's gonna be very, very close.
Storm Surge will turn off there as we have the top 30. Janus picking up an elim there. But Hen, if he wants the win, he needs to put his foot on the gas, right? The placement points aren't just enough. The victory royale isn't enough. We saw Tayson, he had 12 elims. Every one of those elims was a point that pushed him farther up. And while being still in the game gives you opportunities, if you want to seize the moment and you want to say you're best of the best, you have to go now. You have to be pushing people. You have to be converting on the points because there's only 19 elimination points available right now. You have to start finding them. Top 20, so the placement points are ticking down right now. And Hen, completely out of builds, needs the elimination just for the refresher. He's doing his best, making this a platform game. Diving around, looping on the corner, finds the first shot, can't find the second, and he gets taken down. Top 15 taking over, and looking at the names of the lobby, I think only Frenzy Fishy has a chance, and I don't think he has enough elims this game going through. Tayson is going to be your FNCS solo champion, but it's about who can get that second place right now. If they're able to push forwards here, Deceptos theoretically could eliminate every single player in the lobby and go for it, but we talked about it. You have to be pushing the pace. Instead, he's saying, okay, I understand Tayson has that W. I know he's probably going to take the first spot, but if I can stay in this lobby, I'm going to pass other players. Everyone else has gone down, and now he's dropping in. 112 on the first one, but he gets walled off. 35 HP, uses the crash pad, but he goes up vertically and not into the box. Top 10, and another point ticks over. Deceptos goes down with 49. Now it's all about pride. The final victory royale in beating the person next to you, getting a little bit more of a payday in the final game here.
And Bafo could get that. He's at 40 points. We saw Deceptos go down with 49. This could be a second place run for Bafo. Shoki trying to make something happen there as well. 4 eliminations here for AR Bafo. Eliminations coming through all around for Shoki on that high ground. Looking to break his way on down. Shots coming through for Shoki down very, very low. Has to box on up. Twain's doing that. Nade dropping down. Bafo trying to just make something happen. 100 effective HP. 5 builds there for them. For Shoki getting tagged up there by Twain. Shots coming through. He's trying to hit him, but he's not going to make it. No, he does. Elimination comes through. Bafo trying to make something happen as well. Dropping down to the outside. Going around the boxes. He's going to find some loot. Is he going to fall there to zone? Bafo with 4 eliminations. Looking again to get number 5, number 6, and number 7 as more people are falling. And Bafo clutches up the last elimination for the victory royale. But I don't think he's going to get second. I think he's going to take third.
See there just how good Tayson was today. 22 eliminations, averaging a placement of 27th. But
so, looking at what it is now, after Game 6, after this grueling process for Europe is over, it's Tayson at the top spot, 60 points, $80,000. At 10th is Anas still holding on, $7,000 for him.
T6 place. He went from $2,000 earned that you can see basically on this page all the way up to $45,000.